Is everyone ready?
Ben. I did
I think
like
a lot-
recently, but I always thought it was like so corny.
I don't think a lot.
No, because everyone does it now. That's why.
Wait, that's
No, what I like about it
I'm
is
more
that
like
somebody
Jess.
drew out an actual
Jess.
heart, like an actual like the actual muscle.
Shut up, Bryant. You like K-pop. Don't lie.
K-pop is a disgrace to music.
Then why were you okay like showing you a bunch of girl groups last time?
That's because
He
there's
likes
girls.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Other World of Pop Culture Podcast. I'm CJ, and along with me, I have Bryant, I have Lewis, I have Mike with me, and I also have Susan. How is everybody doing today?
Bien.
Good.
Today?
How about you?
Great.
A very happy
Well,
Saturday.
Is it Saturday?
Of
I
course.
thought it was Sunday.
Saturday,
Quarantine life has us like, what day is it
Or
right
at
now?
least- or at least
thought
like
this
when
was
this is
2021
recording, this is Saturday.
I wish it was
Could be
2020.
Sunday.
It could. I mean,
It
I
could
wish
be Sunday from like when you're listening, or like from when you're watching or listening to this.
or it
Or
could be
whenever you're
like,
seeing
Or-
this, whenever you're hearing our voices, just know we love you guys.
Or it could be Monday.
It could be Monday. It could be
Think
Monday.
about
okay, who in here is a Monday person, or started the work week person? But like,
I
goes to
don't
work in the
think so.
morning, it's like, good morning, everybody, happy Monday.
Maybe on Wednesday I'm like that.
Wednesday.
Was it- I used to work with
Middle of the
somebody?
week?
like that.
Yeah. I
I've
used to
only
work
met-
with somebody who said that like they don't mind Mondays. What they mind is Tuesdays actually.
Tuesday.
Because
Wow.
apparently, because her logic is that like Monday is like one of those days where you're like, okay, it's a new week. We're gonna be productive. We're gonna like get a bunch of stuff down. I'm energized. And then to her, like when Tuesday hits, it's like, oh, this week is so long. I hate this shit.
I love how we started off with a tangent.
I know, right?
Like I hate
Oh.
work so much.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
I want to go back to work so badly.
Wait, you want to go back to work?
Like, I'm done, like, staying home, bro. Like, I need to keep busy. I'm going nuts in this place.
I think it's just more
Yeah, to
along
get
the
that
lines of like
bread.
you just want to go outside.
I've been
It's
going
not
outside.
like I
bro.
don't want to go to work. It's like I want to go outside.
No, I've been going outside. I went on a 10-mile freaking.
No, you want to
bike ride
interact
today.
with people,
Bus.
aka your friend.
True. I want to go back
Even
to
though
cons.
some of us are
Like
intangible.
this, but in real life.
Yeah,
Yeah.
where I can hug you guys, like cry on your shoulder because I missed you so much.
Oh, you know what's gonna happen? Social distance.
That's rude.
Oh my god.
You know, like was
Can you
like,
imagine
the Red,
actually doing that? Just like, I'm clean.
That was not
I'm clean.
no, Red Link social distancing arms.
Oh my gosh! Whoever hasn't seen that, like, there's a Reddit link
That's
God.
such a funny vlog,
where
dude.
like Reddit link had like long arms, and they're like,
Yeah, they use like
They met at a
grabbers to
park,
like
didn't
distance
they?
stuff. What?
They met at a park or something, right?
Yeah, they met at a park and they
"Hey,
they
I'm
just
clean."
spoke to each other while being 6 feet apart, and they used grabbers to make like arms and stuff, and they like alter it to make it look like just an extension of their arms, you know?
Yeah, because like they
Like,
have like
one
cloth
hand-
that from their shirt.
Yeah. Another one had their skin color on it because they bought paint that looks like their skin color from a previous vlog where they make skin walls, where it's just walls that matches their skin tone,
Ew.
and then it's like a wall that matches skin tone, and then like right above there's like a line that matches their eye color, and above that it's like a little like a bigger stripe that matches their hair color.
Dude, that's so gross. When I saw that, I was like, dude, I have like really bad ideas. Yeah.
It's,
Flesh
Oh,
you.
those are really
Ew.
funny vlogs. it's a really funny vlog,
Oh my
especially
God.
like when they tried to buy the paint, like their interaction with the clerks, the clerk there. Yeah.
That's a very horrible segue to our first topic of today, though. So, guys, what do you think about, your particular Avatar nation? Like, what would be nation you would be in?
Damn.
I've been in Avatar mood since on Netflix now.
It's
Yeah.
like one of the top shows. It was freaking #1 for like what? How many days? Weeks? I think.
At least, yeah.
On Netflix?
Few days. Yeah, on Netflix. It was like number
Yeah.
one on Netflix for
How long
a
has
few
it
days.
been on Netflix for now?
Like a month now, I think.
Month now?
I'm not sure. Pretty sure. Around there. All right. So we'll let ladies go first. Susan?
I was thinking, I would say Earth.
Earth.
Earthbender Susan.
I mean, as for power, maybe fire. I know. I'm indecisive.
Yeah, I feel like I'm the same with her because like I'm between Earth and Fire.
Yeah, but it's like, for what purpose?
Okay,
is
wait,
it?
hold on.
Yeah.
Would you be considered a duelist at that point? Like
A
you
what?
can have
Oh, dual
two.
bender?
You can have like two. That would be.
Is it? Has anybody ever?
Wouldn't that be like a new series altogether? If like
Yeah, because I
Yeah,
don't think
I don't
anybody has ever been able to do it. Because like usually other people who have more than one bending is just it was like like they had like single bending as their foundation, like how waterbenders can blood bend,
Mhm,
or how earthbenders can metal bend.
mhm.
Yeah.
So
I
Susan,
think water.
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 you just went like through 3 nations.
Because it'd be powerful. I could blood bend. I could heal.
That's
Oh,
true,
she
you
definitely
can-
wants to bloodbend.
Because she's evil.
She's smiling right now because it's true. She's like, I'm Scarlet. You're right.
Evil.
Evil.
Like so I was like,
All right.
What would you-
Who wants to go next?
Mike.
Well, this is coming from somebody who hasn't watched Avatar all the way through.
Yeah. Just like from what you've seen.
Well, I've only seen like maybe half of the first season.
Mhm.
So if I would say anything, I would probably be like either water or earth
Mm.
for different reasons. Because with like water, at least I can. I don't know too much about like the limitations and things like that, but with
Yeah.
like water bend, other than what you guys tell me about what goes on in
Yeah.
the show,
Yeah.
with like water bending, at least maybe I could be able to like create water from moisture in the air, or
Yeah, because
You
you
could
can use your
work
sweat too.
like
yeah,
there's a
or,
lot of resources for it.
Yeah.
or with like earth bending, at least I could be able to create like foundation or something like
Mhm.
that with
Yep.
in terms of like constructing or creating shelter if I'm like
Mhm.
out in the wilderness with like no place
Yeah.
left to go. So that would be my. If you're stuck on an island, then you can be able to maybe get like all the salt out of like the water and just be able to make it drinkable and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's so practical.
I was
You
just
could
thinking
do it-
like,
That's
could do
so
a
practical.
lot
See,
more
I didn't even think it like that. I was like, I'm not even
'cause
that
I
practical.
was thinking like in terms of like practicality.
Yeah,
Mm.
I see.
Like that world.
I never thought of it that way.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
just thought of it as just like power.
I see it as a fighter more.
Because water,
Yeah, more of a
as
fighter-
for power,
fighter thing.
water could be powerful too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only limitations I have is just like the only reason why I would not pick water as my first choice is because it's a bending that you need access to.
But
Yeah.
guitar users sweat.
Yeah. But like if you need like a mass amount, you can't get that right away if you're secluded from water,
Yeah.
The clouds.
Yeah, she can.
Oh,
if
the
you,
clouds.
That's possible.
I would say, well, because like since I was a pyromaniac when I was a kid, I would lean towards the fire. Because like I don't know what it is with fire that makes it so amusing. Like when I was a kid, like Bob, if you're listening to this, right? Like there was this one time where I was visiting my mom in Mississippi. Like there was one night we had like a bunch of fireworks, and like I don't know why I kept one of the like small popper ones
Yeah.
with the fuse.
Yeah.
And at night, I don't know why I thought this was such a good idea. So I went to the bathroom. I was like, okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna set this thing on fire and I'm gonna put it out as fast as I can. So So I
And
light
you guys
the
fire.
So I light it up. Everyone was asleep at this time. Like, luckily they didn't wake up. Like, I lit it up. I tried to throw it out. I was like, "Oh no, it's too late!" And I pushed it out and I threw it in the tub. It went. And I was like, at one point I was like, "Dude, I am so getting in trouble for this." And at the same time, I was like, "Dude, that was awesome." Like, cause like it shooted like flares. Shooted flares. The thing is, like, I found that so amusing. And then, like, since then, like, I always find, like, fire characters in general be more weird appearing. Like, when Valorant came out, I was more inclined to Phoenix because Firebird.
Yeah.
That's why, like, one of the main reasons why Fire Nation. I'm a pyromaniac and cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Zuko's cool. Yeah,
Zuko's
that's
cool.
like character arc. Yeah. What was it? Am I the only one that's not answered yet?
No, I haven't
Oh, you
answered.
and Brian.
Go ahead, Lewis.
Yeah, I would be a firebender as well. It's mainly because thing is that technically all three, like the other three bendings, you need a resource.
Mm-hmm.
Air's everywhere.
Air's
yeah,
everywhere.
air
but
is
air's
everywhere.
technically
She
a
got you
resource.
there. She got you there.
Yeah, air's technically a resource though. Technically, it's a resource because air's around you. That's still a resource.
So that means
Fire is the only thing you generate. You
true.
can control other fire, but like that's the only one you technically generate. Yeah.
Wait, in
Air's
Avatar,
not
is it key or chi?
I don't think they ever disclosed what it was.
I think
Chi,
it's
I believe.
I think it's chi.
Or chakras.
I think it's chi.
Or chakras, something like that.
It's
Chocolate.
not chakra.
This
Yeah,
is
it was
Naruto.
chakras, I
What's
think.
wrong with you?
We're talking about
No, because if you remember when he went off to see that monk, he was like talking about how you had to unblock his chakras. So it was like
What is
8 chakras that he had to unblock. Basically,
Okay.
his chi. Yeah.
Okay. But like
Sorry, laughed at
it's
you.
like but yeah, fire and technically, even
Showed
though
you
air is all
guys.
around us, fire technically is the one that you generate yourself, as well as like you can lightning bend too.
oh yeah.
And also like knowing how to redirect lightning, that'd be really cool to know how to do too. Like if somebody else like tries to lightning bend.
Fire
I love
god.
how your guys' reasoning is all like being productive and like cool skills. Well, I'm over here being like, oh, I'm just like connecting it to how emotionally I would connect to the vending. So
I'm
to
trying
me,
to
like,
live.
yeah, I'm trying to live, bro. Like I love, like I'm stuck between earth and fire because how destructive they both are. Like with fire, it's so aggressive. It's so like you can just see the world burn, like how Zula wanted to like take over everything. And other than that, Earth is also very like destructive because in its power, it's the freaking Earth, bro. You can like wipe out an army with just earthbending, just like freaking that one Avatar. I forgot the one from Kyoshi. Avatar Kyoshi. Like she just broke off that one section of her island and took a whole island with her. So I'm just like thinking like
Like
the
I said,
destructive
it's like all
power.
about like your purpose. Like
I want to see the world burn.
Why are you so
I'm
aggressive?
there you
I'm
go.
I'm joking.
Why are you so aggressive?
We should also note that like
Nothing happened this week.
we should also
Everything
note that
happened.
those special bendings like blood bending, like metal bending, lava bending, lightning bending, not every person who can do the foundation like can actually do it though. So we always have to like account for that. Like what if like you're an earthbender but you still couldn't figure out how to metal bend, you know? Always account for maybe the possibility of not being able to do that special bending. I guess. Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
Very true.
So a follow-up question to that: if you could have like a different type of bending outside of like your main bend, what would you do? Whether it be like a
main
secondary
bend,
one
yeah,
or main ones. So like, say if you can be a duelist, would you choose water or choose like air and thunder?
Oh, I would definitely do I'd do fire. Then I'd also want to do air because of accessibility.
Oh, see, you're thinking about accessibility. I'm talking about like how damaging fire and air would be.
The thing is
It
that
would
like
just make the fire stronger.
yeah, because thing is that like one of the reasons like I pick fire is just like yeah accessibility as well as like think about like aerial fights too and stuff. Like you're like on a blimp like you don't have that much access to like bodies. Not really have much access to like water or anything, unless you're like super close to like a body of water or something. You just have like stuff that like as long as like maybe you have like water that you carry, you might be fine. But I was thinking that, so that's why I would like pick air because like in air attacks like up in the sky, that would actually be very useful to have both fire and air, because fire you generate yourself, then air is all around you as well as like having a glider would be very useful. Yeah.
I would go with the same.
The same?
Yeah, but my reasoning is completely different because I feel like I would be a villain in that one. Because going off like I would be a mixture of like Azula and I don't know if you guys seen it, The Legend of Korra, the
Yeah.
Amon, freaking Amon,
Yeah.
and how how earthbending is supposed to be passive and it was made by monks and monks mastered it. But in Legend of Korra, Amon was actually able to make earthbending very dangerous and very like powerful, more powerful than
a
animals.
waterbender?
No, Amon was a waterbender, but remember he got the power to like I forgot how he did it, but he gained all 4 bendings or something like that. I don't remember. I think because he learned energy bending as well, so he was able to take and give away bendings. If I'm not mistaken, I don't remember clearly. I don't remember Korra that much, but all I remember is
Not a lot of
that
people
Amon
remember Korra that much. Let's be honest.
Yeah. Like,
No, I just remember that arc.
I watched a couple episodes. That's about it.
It's that
I
series
wanted
that
to know, but I
watched
heard it
and
on
I never
Asami.
went back to rewatch.
yeah, I
I'm
watched it
nothing
all,
against
but I
it.
never rewatched it.
I had nothing against it, but I didn't have the desire to rewatch it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyone else who wants to go up next? Who wants to choose their dual
Water and
bending?
earth.
So you made
Okay,
mud.
water and earth.
So you would play with mud.
Yeah, slap it in your face.
Mud is good for your
Mud slap.
skin.
We ain't playing Pokemon here, bro.
Oh no! So like, here's the thing. There's one particular technique only that you could do with fire bending and metal bending. I'll call it the technique flame tongue.
What?
Yeah,
How is?
it's a Final Fantasy reference.
Oh god.
What?
But there's a sword called the flame tongue, and that's like,
Oh yeah.
and like the thing is like that's pretty much my primary weapon.
Never played.
Same. You're not the only
I'll
one.
need to get into Final Fantasy. I'm just kidding.
Glad you explained it for the people who don't know.
Yeah, for the people that don't know, like the flame tongue is actually a sword that's Final Fantasy. Like it's like a variant of a single hand sword, I think. I don't know any swords that's dual, but like it's a single, and it's on fire. Flame tongue.
All right.
Mind blown.
Mind blown.
Alrighty. So now moving on.
Yes.
sure.
Yeah.
I guess since we're talking about cartoons, like, so what do you think about cartoons of yesteryear, aka the 90s,
90s, so
compared to like cartoons of today? Do you think like better? Are they worse? What's your guys' point?
I actually never. It's hard to say. 'Cause I didn't really watch like cartoons these days.
That's totally fair. Well, cause like,
Oh,
well, on top of that, like since like we have like streaming
Like, what came
media
out
now, as opposed to like just watching TV. Like that could deter people away from it. Most people would be like, oh, I'll just watch what I want to watch on Hulu or Netflix, as opposed to like, oh, what's on TV? Oh, it's gonna show up in like 30 minutes. Maybe I'll wait until. So like that whole era like kind of shifted. So like if you were in like the I guess the sitcom age where like we wait till like a specific time for that episode of something to go on, then that's probably.
Yeah, I felt like back then it was very special to a lot of people for those cartoons, mainly because of now we have streaming services. Back then we had to like be there, like at that time we had to pay attention to because we don't have any opportunity to pause it at all.
Yeah.
It's like, guys, I have to go. I have to get home from school. Like I have to watch the next episode of Johnny Tsunami.
That's a movie. That's a TV movie.
Is it the TV movie?
Yeah. Disney movie.
Was it? And then like it's just not just with cartoons, just like with anything that was shown on TV in general. We really like appreciate it. Like we would make plans, like just to, like watch stuff like how you said, like, oh, I can't hang out, I plan to watch this. And eat a whole pizza.
And the thing is, you had friends physically in front of the TV with you, as opposed to like what we do on Discord. Your screen.
Like before then, like we would like invite people. Like, hey, you want to come over?
You want to come over? We're gonna watch Gundam Wing. Want to watch? Yeah. Make sure you bring popcorn this time, okay? I don't want any of that kettle corn stuff.
Was it even like? Was it? Even before COVID-19 scenario where we all had to like be distant from each other, I still did that. Like I still would like go over to like friends' house and just like watch stuff. Yeah. Go over to my house and like watch stuff. Yeah.
Crazy. Yeah. So basically, like what we're talking about right now is like it's not even just the cartoons itself. I think it's just the whole culture.
Yeah.
It's like not as exciting.
I think also content-wise, I think cartoons like later on they got more meta. I think it's just because they're kind of more different than 90s, because 90s was just like selling the story, and then now like I guess like later on they're trying to think like, okay, what could we do to make us seem more different compared to what came previously. Yeah.
I don't know. In my opinion, I feel like cartoons from back then, they focused more on telling a story and they gave more like serious messages. And like a lot of stuff from back then wouldn't be able to like knock it nowadays. Like a lot of things wouldn't be able to go. Because nowadays, like cartoons, I don't know. To me, apparently, like I might get a lot of hate for saying this, but like I never was able to get into like the regular time show or like that new one. What was it? Mystic Falls or Paradise Falls or whatever, or something like that. Yeah, that one. I wasn't able to get into it. Like with a new iteration of Teen Titans Go, it's basically just a knockoff of Teen Titans Go.
I don't think anybody really got into Teen Titans Go.
Yeah, it's just like
show's not that bad to me. I think it's good. But it's like those shows where like what was it? I don't like go on my way to watch it, sometimes. Yeah. Only when I feel like in the mood maybe, or like and my friends like watching it, I'll like watch it and like I wouldn't mind it at all because like that is a pretty good show. Or like I'm in a hotel and it's like it's just on TV. I was like, oh, okay.
And on a different note, like also I think it's the same thing with anime because like anime the same thing, like but actually it's kind of different because with anime back then a lot of stuff was sketchy and like it wouldn't run like today. But even nowadays we still have a lot of anime that's borderline crossing some lines. Like I don't know how to explain it, but anime nowadays even has changed drastically from the 90s.
Yeah. Well, I do like anime now, at least the culture of it, like watching it, is that like more genres are getting more popular.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Like it's not only just about shonen anymore.
Yeah. Like especially like sports anime, that's like really
sports anime is a big
Yeah.
I never thought I would have liked sports anime, and then I watched Haikyuu, bro.
Haikyuu is so good.
Exactly.
Haikyuu, bro. Like,
Haikyuu is so good.
Or Free.
I like Free.
Free.
And then
is
like, was it?
like, dude,
I
how
think
can I
for
get into
me-
swimming? Oh
Yeah.
my god, he's so fast.
I think for me, like in terms of like 90s cartoons, if we look at stuff from like Saturday morning cartoons, like with Batman the Animated Series
yeah.
and Ed, Edd n Eddy and Pinky and the Brain and stuff
Oh,
like that.
yeah.
And
Oh,
then we
love
go to
Pinky and
like
the
stuff like
Brain.
I know it's great. And you go to like
Animaniacs, come
stuff
on.
like
Animaniacs.
Animaniacs.
Oh
And then
my
you go to like
God,
stuff
those
with
are
like
the best.
Adventure Time and Chowder and
Hey
Teen
Arnold.
Titans Go and Steven Universe. And I know people love that show, but they all look the same. Like that
Yeah.
Tumblr flat single color, like
yeah.
primary color.
Yeah,
I do like some of
look to
them
it.
though.
yeah,
And I know and people like it. I'm not bashing on them or anything like that, but for it's just not my cup of tea, and it's just for a newer generation.
Yeah.
But there's no way to tell them apart if you put them in like a silhouette.
Yeah.
And if you go to like
Yeah.
characters from the 90s, you put them in a silhouette, you know, like, oh, that looks like Pikachu. That looks like
Yeah.
Johnny
Batman,
Bravo, Samurai
that
Jack,
looks like
Yeah.
Powerpuff Girls.
Yeah, and if you compare that to like today's anime, with like what we have here in the U.S. with like our versions of animation, like you can definitely tell, like, all right, that looks like Goku. That looks like Eren from Attack on Titan and stuff like that, or that looks like JoJo. And,
Very distinctive.
Yeah, they're very distinctive, and I think going to like anime from like the 90s to what we have today, for me it was just something different, and I didn't care what it was. I'm gonna watch it because it came from Japan and it looked awesome, and they always left me on a cliffhanger, and I hated them forever for that. But then I had to be like, all right, great, let's do it. All right, I guess I'm just gonna have to wait till next week. And and today we have so many options, but back in the day it was just like you had Sailor Moon, Dragon Ball Z, Gundam Wing, Outlaw Star, Pokemon, and pretty much everybody like competing over each other to say who's like top dog in the anime world in America. And now we're able to like get other ones from all different types of genres across the table. Some of them great, some of them are just like, what the hell is this?
Nothing.
And half the stuff where it's just like, I don't understand what's going on at all, but I'm enjoying it. And then there are the ones that just never end.
yeah.
Yeah.
I completely agree. Like going off of what you
Which-
said about like how the anime styles and everything. I like the characters for cartoons. Like back then, cartoons were hand drawn and they looked legit. They look awesome. Nowadays, they haven't evolved much. They haven't been too like pleasing to the eye.
Actually,
Unlike
if anything,
anime
they
would.
simplified it.
But what?
What was that?
Actually, if anything, they simplified it. To be
Yeah,
more,
they simplified
like,
it. They
like
made-
in a way, like it's more efficient for them to like pump out content, like just to stay on top of like manga or the cartoons itself, like just to make sure, like just to keep with the arcs and stuff like that, so there won't be any inconsistencies. At the same time, like that's why I understand why people certain story arcs have like filler episodes and stuff like that. That's now I understand why, because like they're trying to catch up with all the others, trying to catch up with the manga.
They're really trying to get the content.
Yeah, but try to get as accurate. I mean, obviously there are going to be like a few footnotes that are different, but like the overall like story is still there, as opposed to like like.
I'm talking about cartoons though. I'm talking about like the cartoons that are not season. Yeah. In terms of anime, I feel like anime has evolved so much with the animation that the quality of the animation has gone like beyond what we had back then. Like
I really appreciate that.
Yeah, like it's freaking JoJo's. It might be weird, but the animation is really crisp. Like
Yeah.
even like
Yeah.
My Hero, like the fight scenes in My Hero, or Naruto. Naruto got from like really old animation to like now with Shippuden ending, and now Boruto now too. The animation has gotten a lot more better.
Even like Dragon Ball Super.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Dragon Ball
Yeah,
Super.
even Dragon Ball Super.
Yeah,
Even
yeah.
though at first Dragon Ball Super
You know,
had
like it
like,
had like a rough start,
yeah,
especially like oh hell yeah, it got like
Broly's oof. Like Broly's fight scenes. When I was in the theater, I was like, holy
yeah, like the
damn,
move.
bro.
Dude, if
The
I actually
Dragon Ball
made an
moves are
arc on
always,
it
like,
on the
top-notch.
anime, yeah.
Right? I want to rewatch Broly.
Bam.
Same.
I want to watch it in a like anime arc. That looks legit.
Like that thing was like fire, man. Like even like I know you guys probably haven't seen
Oh,
My Hero, but like I'm like a big fan of My Hero. And when I went to see the new movie, the Rising of the Two Heroes, dude, it was freaking awesome. Like the fight scene was amazing. I have one of those. I forgot where I left it.
Just a freaking jerk.
Guys, I never hung
I
this
don't
one
have
up.
anything on standby right now. You guys are jerks.
Ooh.
I have a little Goku, but he's over there. I'm too lazy
I
to
have
go get him.
like, yeah, I have a Trunks figure over there and like some Dragon Ball Pop figures there.
Yeah, my
like,
figures
over
are
there, but I'm
downstairs.
too lazy to grab them. Yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah. I even got one of like Kid Goku on Nimbus, like in his blue key. Yeah.
I guess
Yeah,
for
was it?
me, like for like cartoons then and now, like I think the main thing for me is trying, like for the most part, like like distinctly whatever this is and whatever that is, compared to now, like everything, like what Mike said earlier, like put it in a silhouette, it looks like just one cartoon. So that's why like regular show, Adventure Time, like they like as much as like I kind of liked Adventure Time when I did watch it, like it wasn't enough for me to like stay there because like it's not really aesthetically pleasing to my eye, as opposed to like
I did like the writing for that show though.
yeah, like Teen Titans, like the original Teen. Like the art style between Teen Titans and Teen Titans Go, like makes me more inclined to watch the original one. That's more of a serious tone. And Teen Titans Go, like I can understand why like they're taking a more different approach to it, but it made me less inclined to watch it because like it's so like goofy. Supposed to like.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
it's
what-
pretty
and
much
Teen
all
Titans got
from that like.
serious, too.
Yeah, it was pretty much all from that. It's like what is coined as like the Cal Arts style. So pretty much everybody from Cal Arts can draw that same sort of like potato shaped borderline stick figure character, and Cartoon Network and Nickelodeon or whoever eats that up and say, hey, let's make a show out of it. And we found this on Tumblr. Let's see if we can make a show out of it, pretty much. And back then in the 90s, it was just you took like serious risks when it came to like producing a show. Nowadays, it's just like, oh, I like that art. Let's see if we can make a
Throw
show.
it together, mash it up, make it look good.
Yeah,
Because imagine the pitch for that.
Yeah. All like you guys know the show Bob's Burgers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like originally when they pitched the show, they were still gonna be like a family that owned a restaurant, but they were cannibals.
What?
They were originally gonna be cannibals. But then the studio execs were like, no, you can't have cannibals as like main characters.
Of course not.
Because nobody wants to relate to cannibals.
That's when corporate is making good decisions.
Yeah, but
like not that I know any cannibals in here or anything like that. Like the thing is, like I don't know if I want to root for people that are like, I eat arms. I like how you and I were thinking the same thing.
Yeah,
Dude,
that'd be a very
that's-
difficult sell. No matter like what era it is, that'll be like the most difficult sell. And I don't think it would like do well in ratings.
Yeah.
For cartoon wise, honestly. But if it's actual a TV show, there's actually a TV show like that. But they say they're zombies.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys seen it. Santa Clarita Diet.
I heard
It's
of
on
it.
Netflix.
I have not
Yeah.
seen it.
Yeah, it's basically this woman, like, I don't know her, she becomes a zombie. She starts eating her neighbors and stuff. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
is that,
it's a pretty
Drew
interesting.
Barrymore?
Yeah, Drew Barrymore.
Oh, okay. I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah.
But is it
Yeah, it's
just?
basically-
But the thing is, it's justified.
We don't, they never say, she says she thinks she's a zombie, but it's technically not a, I don't know. It's weird because the way they explain
like-
it,
Is she like in between like a cannibal or a zombie?
yeah, it's in between because like it's not technically a zombie, or the way they portray it as a zombie is that
Yeah.
there's this thing inside of you, like a spider that's like a piece of
The
meat
parasite.
that has like, yeah, like kind of like a parasite, yeah. But
So
the
like
parasite
the
is
main.
able to leave the body.
So I
So
guess the main
even though
takeaway
there's-
is like, is she voluntarily like, I want to eat meat?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is it-
she voluntarily wants to eat humans. She has
Okay.
cravings to eat
So it's
humans.
like
Okay.
Like her blood is black, and like she just like eats humans basically. But that's the parasite leaves the body, but still it doesn't change her back to being a human.
Oh,
Yeah,
that is weird. Whoa,
yeah,
If
right.
you back to a
that
human,
is weird.
I would think that they would be a zombie at that point, or at least I would consider them as a zombie. Oh, that's from me not seeing the show at all. That's just from me,
Yeah.
based off the information you're given, like you gave us.
I feel like technically it's a zombie, but not. I don't know. The way that it's portrayed, it's
But the thing is, she's not undead, so that's leaning more towards.
yeah.
Mhm.
That's true.
I,
Or maybe they're just.
I'm,
about to be
at, I'm at a loss here, guys.
Maybe there just needs
yeah.
to be a new.
Back to
form.
cartoons.
Back to cartoons. No more of this
Like,
cannibalism stuff.
Here's
No
a
more
fun fact.
cannibalism.
I don't know if you guys know about this, but like the show Ed, Edd and Eddie,
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
it is technically the last cartoon show on Cartoon Network to use hand-drawn animation.
Really?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, I heard about that.
Because you know how they have like their line work kind of like distorts half the time.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Whenever they're like in idle mode.
That's
and stuff
probably
like that.
that's one of the
pretty
reasons
much-
why I like that show, because of those animations.
Yeah,
It's
it's
fine.
pretty much the reason why, because they pretty much wanted to keep that like hand-drawn loose
Mhm.
feel to it
Yeah.
before everybody went like all digital and
Uh-huh.
everything. So
Like, don't get me wrong. Like early 2000 stuff was still pretty good. Like what?
Yeah.
Jimmy Neutron, Barry
Oh
Odd
yeah,
Parents.
definitely.
Danny
Yeah.
Phantom.
Those were so good. Danny Danny Phantom, dude. My life as a teenage robot.
Oh, that one.
I never thought I would get into my life.
Me neither.
Yeah,
I didn't
I'm
either.
so-
Roman was okay.
Danny
It
was
okay.
bomb,
Samurai
dude.
Jack.
Danny was the
That's kind of
bomb.
weird that you
Yeah.
that you're like a robot, but okay.
Samurai Jack.
Oh
Samurai
my
Jack was
god,
pretty
Samurai Jack.
Done.
So
Done.
There
Like,
was one
even
I
with-
like. I forgot when it came out. Was it Static Shock?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Shock is
Static.
dope.
that was
I almost
dope.
forgot about
I
Static
didn't
Shock.
watch too much of it, but when I did, I was always happy to watch it.
I was about to say.
Static Shock
it
was
It
dope.
was pretty
I
cool.
love
It's
Static.
more like a superhero kind of cartoon.
Yeah.
Yeah, like those superhero cartoons were really good. I miss them. Like even
Yeah.
like Justice League Unlimited, all those.
Yeah.
Those are really good.
Was it?
But
Or Red
Also, I
now
looked
we
it
have
up.
to go.
I looked it up. Static Shock was actually exactly 2000.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And the crazy thing is those shows we discovered by actually watching it, as opposed to like I'm hearing from other people or looking it up on
Yeah.
the internet nowadays. I think that's the real charm behind those kind of cartoon
yeah.
anime. Is because
It was
since we gave it a shot, you're like, oh, okay, I'm about
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
And then like when as
the
you
accessibility.
and the thing is, like, I think since there's more time invested to like watching it, like waiting for next week for the next episode, as opposed to like binge watch everything, I guess it has more sentiment, at least to me, because like initially when I first watched Naruto, like before I watched Naruto, I used to watch it with on my brother's computer when they were still doing Japanese stuff. The thing is, like, when the English dub came out, like, I had to watch it. Like, I was so invested into it, like, every single week, like, it made me, like, fall in love with it even more, as opposed to, like, if I had just so happened to see it on, like, either Funimation or Hulu, and then I can binge watch everything. Like, I'm not as inclined to watch it. Like, and, like, a very good example is Fairy Tail. Because I discovered Fairy Tail after I started, not watching TV and focus on, like, streaming services. Like, they had, like, 5 seasons. Like, I was like, oh, I'm so down to watch this. But, like, as, like, time went on, I'm like, yeah, I'll just watch it later. And then, like, as time went on, I was like, I'm not actually invested into it, as opposed to, like, back then.
Not a lot of people are.
Yeah. The thing is, like, when it comes, I guess, like, when it comes to consistency, until, like, just gotta really like it from the. That's why, like, some like pilots for anime back then, like, they had to be like a banger, otherwise, like. Because, like,
it's not only that, like, nowadays you have to, like, it's because you have the convenience of having everything at your fingertips.
Yeah,
we're spoiled brats.
There. Yeah, we are.
I kind of like how like with HBO when they, like, released episodes of, like, when Game of Thrones was popular, and or kind of like how with Disney Plus with The Mandalorian, how they didn't just, like, here's all 8 episodes to binge, have fun. No, I kind of liked their whole idea of just, like, 1 episode per week.
Yeah.
So that way everybody can still keep talking about it.
Yeah.
And I kind of wish Netflix did that with some of their shows.
Yeah.
Because they always just, because, like, I remember when Daredevil came to Netflix, and like, Daredevil is, like, one of my favorite Marvel superheroes of all time.
Mm-hmm.
And I was thinking, all right, it's probably going to be episode by episode, and then they're like, nope, it's all there. And then I watched all of it, and then I was like, that was awesome. And then the next day I kind of forgot.
Yeah. I like episode by episode because, like, it's more so of, like, avoiding spoilers, because if you just have everything right there, like, it's like, you're easily to get spoiled, like, from somebody, from something online, That's why I like.
I suppose, like, your friend telling you, have you seen the latest episode of Dragon Ball? Oh, you have to watch it. And why?
Because, like, because, like, what was it? Yeah, because you have a whole week just to watch, like, that episode, so you'll find the time, and then, like, you're not gonna get easily spoiled,
Actually, another thing too is just, like, sense of, like, being the first, like, especially when it says new episode at 5 o'clock or something like that. That exclusivity, saying, like, hey, did you guys watch the new episode? Nope. Oh man, you missed out. And then I have to wait till the rerun.
Yeah, I do miss that. Where it's just like, if you missed it, you missed it.
Yeah, you missed it. You have to wait till the rerun.
Or
Uncool
did
kid.
you guys ever have that friend that always, like, recorded the episode?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, did you know? That's like, you guys heard of a DVR? Millennial and Gen Z kids. I'm pretty sure you don't know what.
How's that friend?
Or TiVo. You know TiVo?
Or VHS.
Or VHS.
Yeah, because my friend, like, he and I were, like, the only people in our whole class growing up would watch Dragon Ball Z consistently.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he got me into Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
And I remember one time it was, like, the Cell Saga, and they had that, like, filler of, like, Goku doing the Otherworld tournament and all that.
Mm-hmm.
And
I
Cell Saga was so good.
Mm-hmm.
Always to put it into his TV, hit record when the show came on, and even, like, had, like, the commercials go through as well. And it was, like, the last episode of that arc when we actually saw, like, adult Gohan for the first time, where he's, like, going to high school and all that. And
what happened to him?
Yeah.
What happened to him?
He was so
grew up.
during
No.
during the Cell Saga.
Our baby boy.
Like when he turned Super Saiyan 2, like dude, I was like
My number
screaming.
1, you turned to number 7. Just kidding.
That was so upsetting. And he never
They
really
did
bounced
Gohan
back that
bad.
And
much.
the thing is, he never bounced back since.
Yeah, I know.
He
And then-
kind of bounced back when he like when
Well,
he
like,
was,
wasn't it the other one? Like, wasn't there one point where like he was supposed to be Boo, but
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
but they're like, no, we can't do it that way because like
I think
because
I think it was pretty much like Toriyama's editors that were just like, no. The whole point of Dragon Ball, the whole mythos of Dragon Ball is Goku.
yeah.
And I think like Toriyama wanted to have like Goku pass the reins on to Gohan in Dragon
Yeah.
Ball Z
Mhm.
to where he becomes like the new champion of Earth and
Yeah.
stuff like that. But no, his editors were just like, no, make Goku stronger.
Yeah.
Or no,
And
or
so
no. Actually,
noticeable.
Goku's not even actually stronger. They just tell like, everyone help me, please. Bear bomb.
And that is
Like it's pretty
yeah.
much gonna get to that point with Goku where he's gonna be like so powerful that it's just gonna be like, all right, I guess everybody that is a fighter that's near him is pretty much useless.
It's a stepping stone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All Goku.
I guess like it's gonna go to the point where like he's gonna start fighting titans or gods or.
Well, he's already fighting gods.
I mean, oh, he's already fighting gods, but like
Dude, he's training with angels.
That's true.
wait, anti-angels. No, wait, devils.
No, actual angels. The actual angels. Whis is an angel, bro.
I know, like I'm thinking like something else, like or beyond.
Oh well, the next arc
Any
of Dragon Ball
angels.
Super is the Galactic Prisoner arc, which introduces this villain called Moro, and they call him Moro the Planet Destroyer, I believe. So he destroys planets and gains their energy, basically. I've caught up with the manga. It's pretty interesting. It's gonna get very,
So, like
very
based on that, you're saying he's quote unquote stronger than
as
on
strong
paper,
as
on paper.
I feel like he's at Goku's level when he was Red God,
Okay.
Okay.
but that's his base power without his magic. Because whenever he
There's always a
absorbs
base.
planets, that's what his power is. He
Mhm.
makes it into magic.
Because there's always a form other than that.
Yeah,
So
right now,
later
I don't know what's
on,
gonna happen.
when desperate times come along, I can't beat him. Power up! Ah!
Yeah, there's probably gonna be a power up again.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
like the new villain, apparently the only way he was never able to be defeated. The only way they stopped him was that Grand Supreme Kai, the one that got mixed in with Majin Buu,
Yeah.
Mhm.
he sealed him away with some special like godlike power and just sealed his power away. That's the only reason they were able to put him into prison. So nobody's ever been able to kill him.
Okay.
Yeah. So we'll see how Goku fares in the future.
What color is going to be his hair this time?
What?
Green.
Rainbow.
Who knows? Orange?
Rainbow.
No, orange.
We gotta
It's
see that
orange.
mastered Ultra Instinct.
Because
more.
like Ultra Instinct is like it's white.
Yeah.
I mean not white. I mean gray. I mean I guess white is like the next
So-
one probably. Then.
Well, like what? It's pretty much white. Like when you get to like master Ultra Instinct.
Have a Master Rose.
Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Ultra Mega Moon.
Super Saiyan Angel, bro.
Oh,
No, that's what they're gonna default it to in the American adaptation.
Super Saiyan Angel, bro. Like,
I'm
come on.
just saying the Japanese translation. Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan.
Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan God.
Saiyan
Angel
Omega.
God.
SSJGJSS.
Yeah.
Or
Remember
Super
all the
Saiyan
fan
Grand.
arts?
Man, you need
When,
to
like-
chill. That's
Remember all those fan arts when they tried to imagine like more transformations from Super Saiyan. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
remember
especially when, like the Japanese stations, like when they're actually putting like the title on it. I'm like,
Yeah.
what is SSGJ2? And the thing is, that's only Super Saiyan 1. Like what?
Yeah.
SGJ3, and like
Where's
people are like,
Bryant?
Okay.
He's coming. There he is.
whoa,
Every
Brian is
froze,
shuffling
sorry.
us.
Everybody froze.
Bryant
Ah.
had a glitch.
I glitched out.
Teleported and out and back in.
Yeah, instant transmission. I learned it from the yard rat.
Actually, and on screen he transitioned from there to there, here.
Yeah.
There. That's what happened.
On my screen, he's in the same spot. Actually.
Yeah.
See.
All right. Now let's switch gears a little bit. Let's talk about music.
Yeah.
Música.
What do you guys think is underrated as far as music?
Damn, son.
Like
Underrated.
like, you know, it should be like in circulation, or at least like people should know it more than like.
So people should know more and should also appreciate
Yeah.
it more.
Visual K.
Mm.
What's that?
It's like, I mean, it was
So,
like
Visual K is like a
up
form of
there
like
for-
J-rock,
Yeah.
and the thing is like it's much more heavier as opposed to like.
Yeah.
Don't get me started.
Don't get me started. So think of like metal for Japan,
Yeah.
pretty much.
Are we talking about like genres, bands, or like?
Just
Just-
anything.
Yeah,
music at
just
large.
anything in general, like, you know, like genres. Pretty good where we can start.
Mhm.
For me, I feel like lo-fi.
Lo-fi is actually pretty big.
I think it's pretty
Well,
big at
not-
this point.
It's pretty big in some parts, but a lot of people don't they just hear it like basically like background music. Not a lot of people are
That's
really
true.
invested.
That's very true.
Yeah.
Like, cause like, what was it? It's not like you like the sound of it, but like you don't know like the artist, or you don't know the specific
Yeah.
song you like. Like, there's this one song from see, I don't even remember the name of the artist that made it. Yeah, there's this one song with my mommy and Philanthropy. It's called "Thinking of You." That's a really specific song that I like. But like ever since that song, like I don't know anybody else. It's like there's a lot of good like music in general, but like I don't know the artist.
Yeah, right.
Which in a way I feel kind of ashamed, because like I really like, you know, all the beats that they're putting out. But like, you know, the thing is like I'm trying to search for it, I'm like, wait, where is that from? And the thing is like there's like playlists that have like the songs mixed in together, but they don't have like song unless they have the time card, which is unfortunate.
Yeah.
Like, damn it, where is it?
Lo-fi beats, bro. Come on.
I like lo-fi.
Jump
I
on
really
it.
like lo-fi. Like I should like it enough for me to like, you know, look up, you know, as opposed to like
Listening to
have a playlist and have it play in the background.
Yeah.
You're right, Brian.
Yeah. I'm always right. No, I'm just kidding. I'm never right.
So why Visual K, Susan? Oh my god.
Oh boy.
Better lighting.
Oh
This
my
is
god.
Visual K example. I just want to show off. It's very
Show off.
colorful. They're more settled now. This is like a
Yeah.
couple years back.
Back then.
Back
And
then they used to be
there's
like
my all-time favorite,
hardcore.
Yeah.
Gazette.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just to show
Are
they're more
those posters
settled.
or
I
are
mean,
those
before
vinyls?
it's like these people were colorful, like all
Yeah. It like
crazy.
it was really like
Wait, are those
eye-catching.
books?
Like very
Yeah, these are just my magazines. I'll show you my albums
Okay.
if you want.
No, because I always wait, are those
And I'll show you my room. Hold on. Camera.
This is the tour of Susan's room.
random tour of Susan?
This is all the this is my Gazette
Oh,
section.
section.
Him. And then this is Hide, the first guitarist of X Japan.
Cool collection.
Rest in peace.
And
And then there's
That's
no,
not
I
funny,
can't
bro.
zoom in. That's the other one. I don't want to get up. Yeah. Oops. Camera. Yeah, I feel like Visual K is kind of dead now. I mean, easier for me to get tickets. I got a concert, but I wish they would come here more.
Yeah.
I guess
I was
like it
lucky
just
to
lowered
go
down to a
the concert
nit.
twice. 2016 and then last year, 2 years ago.
Pretty much it's like niched down as it used to be very popular.
Yeah.
'Cause I remember like being in Visual K for like back in 10 years ago, actually. Like Darren Gray. That's
Where you became
probably
a
one of my. No.
I mean, Korea Boo.
No. That's beside the fact.
Beside that.
That's beside the fact. The thing is, like, there was another genre anyway. Or sorry, genre is my bad. Oh my god. Mike, what do you think?
And this is gonna
Tough one, right?
date pretty much. Because for me, like I always grew up on like early rock and early heavy metal and stuff like that, and prog and all that. But nowadays, I listen to like a lot of like freeform kind of stuff, like stylized things. Like there's like a instrumental band called Snarky Puppy.
I've heard of them.
They got some. They do like they pretty much do like live recordings and stuff like that for their albums, and they usually have like a small audience that come into like the studio. Everybody puts on headphones, and like the lineup changes all the time for each record that they do. And I've been getting into like a lot of like instrumental stuff with like Joe Satriani and Steve Vai. And, like they're like realers and stuff like that. If you ever have a chance to look at them, I highly recommend it.
I see. Yeah.
When I was growing up, when I was little, like my older brothers, so we have a huge age gap, like 8-9 years in between us. Like I was always listen to what they listen to.
Yeah.
Like rap, all rap, like Tupac, Bone Thugs, like rap, and then like growing up, getting to my own style, I used to listen to more. I think I started with J-rock actually, like Japanese music.
Yeah.
And then K-pop, I had a K-pop phase, but it kind of died down a few years. Went back to J-rock.
Were you like in like the Gen? Were you like into like Gen 2 K-pop or like Gen 1 K-pop or Gen 2?
Hmm?
Yeah.
There's generations.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Like, I remember I was in college when like K-pop was starting to pick up here in the US. Like
Like,
who are they?
I wasn't into J-pop too much, but mostly rock. I'm more into guitars, drums, like heavy metal,
Yeah.
loud, crazy music.
Have you tried
Crazy music.
But
Like,
you're a good
have you-
Christian girl.
Yeah. Have you ever tried getting to like Korean bands like who do rock, you know, like Day 6 and stuff, or no?
Not really. They don't give that like that big of a doesn't
Impact?
excite me as much as like Japanese rock. I mean, I used to listen to what's that, Eve? I don't know if you heard of Eve, Korean band. I guess they kind of brought like the visual K vibe to Korea.
I see. Yeah, I think I heard of them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What about you, Lewis?
Underrated music. So I think
I know you have opinions on this.
Yeah, I think artist wise, like I'm really into K-pop, and I think artist wise, even though they have been getting they have success too, I still think that Mamamoo is underrated. I think they should be
They
bigger.
are.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Hey, you're watching Mamamoo with us.
There's two
Like a few
different
days
reasons.
ago.
You enjoyed it because of the music. I enjoyed it because of other things.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
I'm talking about the aesthetic, okay? Stop being pervy.
You're like
Hey,
a
I-
guy
Hey,
who
there's
just-
nothing
just
wrong
says,
with that
only
either.
collect
Hey, I
porn
appreciate
magazines for the
Mamu a lot.
articles.
I appreciate Mamu a lot because of like how good they are at making music.
Yeah, they sing, they
Yeah.
dance, like.
Yeah.
Wait, Mamamoo is the one with Choa or no?
No.
Or is that
No,
AOA?
that's AOA.
AOA.
Okay, never mind. Never mind.
You know your K-pop.
Just because they showed me like a few days
We
ago.
always talk about Choa, that's the thing.
No, because like we showed them like several
Choa's
different girl
beautiful,
groups,
bro.
and the thing is like I
Choa
guess like
married me.
AOA stood out the most because of Choa. I was like, yeah, Choa is Brian's bias right now.
But
Choa all the way.
Choa, yes. But was it? But yeah, I really like Mamu a lot. They sound really good live too,
Mhm.
which I really like. I really appreciate and stuff. And yeah, I feel like people should like check them out. And like one of their title tracks I really like that like I feel like it should be like a really good gateway if you ever want to get into that group is Hip.
Mhm.
Hip is really good. And there's and like some of their solo activities are really good too. And
Yeah.
stuff. And then sometimes like in general, I feel like a lot or it could be different now, I don't know, but like I see like a lot of people who don't like listen to some groups B-side tracks. So tracks that are not the title track or tracks that don't even have a music video, you know?
Yeah.
That's kind of sad because like some of these groups like do make their music and like I feel like
Those are
tracks
more
be
popular.
appreciated, you know?
So like the beat tracks sound better.
Yeah, some beat tracks sound better. Some beat tracks like it shows like that they're very versatile, you know, for that. And yeah. And then especially like sometimes like and thing is that like even though BTS is like so big now, I feel like a lot of people don't check out their older stuff, you know, especially their older B-side tracks that I like.
I'm guilty of that.
Yeah, was it? I really like their older B-side tracks a lot too and stuff. And like right, like in the longest times, like my favorite B-side tracks were a little bit their older ones. Now it's we are both proof the internal because like that song is just so good, you know?
Yeah.
I really like the lyrics to that one a lot. Yeah. But like some of their older B-side tracks I really like a lot is Love Is Not Over, Autumn Leaves. Yeah. Yeah, those ones are like really good and stuff. And yeah, I feel like people should appreciate those songs more and stuff. As well as like in general, like with just like any music, I feel like people should always like appreciate artists who like devote their time into making their own music, you know?
Mhm.
Oh yeah,
So-
absolutely.
Yeah. And especially like foreign artists too, because some people like don't even like look up like lyrics at all, you know, like to understand it, you know? Because at least because the difference between like at least to me, in my opinion, from artists who are like given songs to sing
Mhm.
and then people who make their own music and sing that is that like the artists who are given music like they're just delivering it, you know,
Yeah.
while it feels like more of a personal connection when an artist like writes a music and sings it like themselves because it feels like that they create this message and they're delivering it themselves to for people to relate and find comfort in. But yeah, so that's why I always like really appreciate that more. And I always feel like yeah, you should always like take the time to like, even if you speak the language, and especially if you don't speak the language, like really try to sit down, like read and understand the lyrics, because there's a difference between, at least to me, between hearing music and listening to music.
That's true.
Yeah.
Like going off with what you said, especially with like a language gap and things like that.
Yeah.
For me, whenever you guys play like a K-pop song, whenever we hang out and stuff like that,
Guilty.
it's usually I compare it like the lyrics to like how you hear like choir music. Like here's what I mean.
Also, like the
usually
harmonizing.
with like choir music, it's usually like in like another language, like either in like German or Latin, something like that. And I can like, you don't have to like understand the language to like appreciate the sound that they execute in the song. Same thing with like K-pop. Like I can't speak any other language.
I don't think any of us, except maybe Susan, get much for that, but
Jesus is gonna teach us carry on.
Like when you don't have the access to like translations or anything, like it's always good to just like appreciate it and like interpret like what they're saying, you know, and stuff. Yeah.
That's why I hate it when people are like, why do you listen to it? You don't even know what they're saying, blah, blah, blah.
I hate that argument a lot.
It's so
I hate it.
And they're the people who can't speak Spanish but listen to Despacito.
As a Mexican, I did not like that song after it got burned out.
It's funny because I actually got to that song when it burned out.
There's so many memes about like at least in the K-pop community, like when people are like, why do you listen to them? Like, you can't understand it. And then they fire back with like, okay, then translate all of Despacito.
I guess that's just goes to show, like, you know, all about the sound of genre, as opposed to like, you know, the whole like culture or song itself. Like, is this, as long as it sounds good, like you're gonna be in. And the thing is, like, since we have like relatively different tastes, like, you know, we can appreciate that sound, like, you know, coming from one another. Because, like, you know,
like a feeling.
Yeah, it gives you a feeling, like, and the thing is, like, the feel, like, you know, it's always gonna resonate. Music always is gonna resonate with a feeling. Like, the song makes me like all amped up, ready to go do something, or like the song is, you know, make me, oh man, I remember this song like at that time in my life, or days were just like, all right, the world, you know. That, I guess, like, it just brings people together, even though there's like language barriers or like, you know, genres, like, you know, might seem distasteful to a certain person, but like, you know, that's why, like, before, like, I used to not like I used to like emo rock a lot, and then I hated it at one point because I was like, why do I feel it? Like, why do I like this? And it makes me feel bad all the time. Like, no, it's not because it's making you feel bad. It's because it's resonating like with a, you know, a certain moment in your life, or like, you know, I guess like it's very how would you say it? Cathartic. Cathartic, right?
Lethargic?
No, it's
not lethargic. Cathartic.
I think it's.
Yeah, I think it's cathartic. Like, you know, like it makes you feel like good about it after whatever happened. Because like, like that's like when it happened, but like, you know, like a life lesson, and you learn from it, and like it makes you feel better. There's always like those, you know, trips where like I would feel really bad, and then like I would play this certain song, and I'm like, all of a sudden I feel better. That's where I get from. That's why now, like, nowadays I'm more well-rounded with all genres. Like, even country music before I used to hate country music. Well, but it's shaking his head no.
I don't mind listening to it.
And it turned from that to like I kind of like it. Like, you know, like I'm not in love with it, like, so to speak. But like I had my fair share of it, and like I can get into it like if I ever listen to it.
Yeah.
Like if it's on the radio or something, or someone else is playing, like, okay. You know.
I mean, we all appreciate our music. I mean, this comes from experience because I actually did security once for Stagecoach.
Yeah.
Those people are nuts. You think people in like rock concerts, Coachella, they're crazy? Oof. Stagecoach people, country people, bro. They go.
Yeah, they do.
They go
They hit hard,
bro.
And the thing is, like, they're very political with it too. It's like a religion. Like what? You don't like it? How dare you? Like, oh my god, I'm sorry. It's like a cult.
Here's one thing though, I do have to say, one genre that I particularly don't like myself. I might get hate for it, but sometimes I might get love for it. I do not like mumble rap.
Mumble rap.
rap.
Are you talking about today's rap?
Like, I understand where you're coming from.
Are you talking about like today's rap?
Basically, today's rap.
This is basically rap today, like, you know.
Yeah, that's what they call it. It's called mumble rap.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's just
Okay, now.
It's not even rap anymore, bro. It's not even rap anymore.
Sounds like drunk voice.
It's
I can like the beat to it, but like I'm like, dude, your voice is kind of killing
words,
it. My
what
bad.
they're saying, like it has no message. It has no message to it, and it's just like, and if it does have a message, it's not a really good message. I don't know.
Even though like I like that one Check West.
I don't know. I usually like listening to like rap wise now lately. I just been listening to like Korean idols who can actually like who are really good at rapping, you know, and stuff.
Zico.
Zico, BTS's rap line, and what was it? Stray Kids' rap line, Three Racha. Yeah. Have you ever tried listening to any Three Racha songs? CJ, if you know.
Oh wow.
Dude, Three Racha songs like slap, dude. They're so good. Yeah.
Yeah, listen to it.
Yeah. I think I really like it because isn't your bias in Stray Kids Changbin? Yeah. He goes off, dude. He goes off.
I'm a freak. Okay.
Yeah. I really like for Three Racha songs, like I think a good gateway is either their song Matrosika or a Pace. Yeah, either one of those two songs. Yeah, write that down.
Write that down.
Yeah, it's like write that down. Write that down right now.
Oh my.
I think you'll like us a lot. Yeah. And then what was it? And is there any like underrated music that you want to talk about, CJ?
I mean, like, K-pop is one of them. Like, cause like, what was it? Since Blackpink and BTS are like kind of popularizing it right now.
Yeah.
Like, I guess like it kind of
K-pop like.
Yeah, they are K-pop, which is
worldwide. Yeah.
Yeah, which is like I guess like it's just to get like everybody globally like their feet wet with it.
Yeah.
That sounds so wrong, by the way. Anyways, but like
what I've seen, BTS is pretty much like in like main pop culture in terms of music, like that around the world.
Yeah, they're the definition.
Like,
which like I mean it's really good for them. But like I guess like what I'm trying to say is like trying to follow in their footsteps or like trying to make a bigger name as them. Like it's gonna be difficult for the other K-pop groups because like now they have like since they have Blackpink and BTS have such big followings now, like I mean the other ones seem to struggle a lot more because like the next group I would say would be TXT. The thing is like no one knows about them unless like you're into in that ecosystem of K-pop.
I think people know about them if you're into BTS.
Yeah, if you're into them. And the thing is like if you're not really into K-pop, you won't know them at all. Like you just know them as like, oh, K-pop, oh, BTS, or oh, Blackpink. Like
Yeah.
Like, you know, it's not like it's very individualized as opposed to like, you know, there's a swarm of like K-pop groups like that are being, you know, popular. No,
like I remember in college for me, like when K-pop was getting popular and just starting to pick up steam in the U.S. Like the only two bands that you would know, Super Junior and Girls' Generation.
Yeah.
Yeah, those were like the only two that you would know, and
it was them
like,
and Big Bang.
Big Bang.
Yeah, Big Bang.
Like they were like the only ones that you would know.
21.
Oh yeah, 21 too.
It's like from those big companies.
Yeah.
And I like how like smaller companies are like coming up a little bit, you know?
Yeah.
See, that's the thing though. Like, at least there was like groups, not like only two.
Yeah.
That's why like second gen K-pop was like kind of big for me. That's why like I got into it in general, just because like, oh, it's not just this group specifically. Like, oh, I can get into Beast. I can get into like, you know, Sistar or like.
Yeah. But don't they like change members like because you have to be like at a certain age?
Sometimes
range?
they do. Most of them don't.
Some groups have like a graduation system.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, some of them do, but not too many of them do that. Yeah.
All I know is a lot of them change their hair color.
Actually, that's
a lot.
What are you talking about? Everybody in music changed their hair color too.
I think
actually they changed hairstyles.
How many times they changed their hair?
They changed their weave. What are you talking about?
Weave?
They changed.
But not as much as K-pop stars, bro. Like, come on. If you look, like when
Nicki Minaj changes her hair every time. Cardi B changes her hair.
Changing their style.
Cardi B changes her hair a lot. Ariana Grande changes her hair.
That ain't hair, that's weave, bro.
Exactly. I was like, they changed their weaves a lot.
Those are extensions.
Yeah.
That's how you know how dedicated they are. They bleach their hair. They're killing their hair. They're killing their hair for business.
I have a question for you guys. The ones that know about K-pop. What was the catalyst that pushed K-pop to mainstream for you guys?
Well, the thing is, like, it's very niche for me because, like, it was because of this old group called SS501. One of my friends introduced me to one of their songs. Like, I think back in 2010. I don't remember exactly. But like, it was that group that really set me off. And since then, I've been like gradually Super Junior, Big Bang, 21, Sistar, and then just branched off from there. Yeah. And like the problem, like I guess like what kind of ruined it for a while is because of the one hitters. Like
the one-hit wonders.
Yeah, the one-hit wonder from like Psy. I mean, everybody knows Gangnam Style. The thing is like, and the thing is like, it didn't stick after that. Like,
for ages, so.
Yeah, and the thing is like, it didn't stick after that. Like, no one heard of him since then. Like, sure he made another single, Gentleman, but like, no one was really into like, you know, listening to that side of music because like everyone treated it. To me, they kind of treated it as a meme, as opposed to like, you know, oh, I can get into the song.
Yeah. I feel like with a lot of like pop culture like today, it's just like who can be the next meme? Pretty much. Whereas
I'm gonna be the next meme.
Whereas like everything before then was just kind of like
it's a trend.
God, I hope people like back then where it's just like, God, I hope my music sells or my work sells, and then I can be able to do more. But nowadays, it's just like, how can I become a meme?
How can I become meme? How can I become like meta to? Not sounding douchey.
Yeah.
Because you know, back then it was like, put my J's on my feet. Big cars, big houses, big.
Stop it.
I stopped. See, I cut myself off, bro.
I know. VJs have like, Yoongi raps about that too. It's on a song.
Hey man, there's the difference between being tasteful with it and being like very obnoxious.
Yeah.
Like me.
I think I think those kind of lyrics can also fit like into like very
empowering sense as opposed to like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm flexing.
yeah.
Like, I got this far. This is what I got from it. As
Yeah.
opposed to like,
It's really just how you use those lyrics, really. Yeah. And like yeah, speaking of like just like music, like is there any like was it new releases in music industry that you guys been liking lately?
I don't know. I haven't
Haven't
really been
heard
keeping
any.
track.
like mainly for me, it's all in the electronic music.
Yeah.
Like
Like, what have you been hearing?
Badion's
Yeah.
album. That's really.
Mhm.
The thing is, like, it's funny because like I'm more into the electronic music side of things, and like, I guess in a sense it's underrated, but at the same time it isn't because like you hear it in parties all the time. But like it's not it's not like very specific like subgenres, dubstep or whatever. People people don't even know what dubstep is still. Like most people when they think of like electronic music, they're just thinking of club like house music.
Like Daft Punk and all that.
Well, see, the thing is like that was like they call like that's when they called it techno.
Yeah.
Oh no, actually no, everybody still calls it electronic music techno.
Yeah.
That's all like. I guess like since like electronic music is like somewhat like niched. Like the only time it's like actually good, like people know about it, is if like they do like a single popular single. Like, and that's kind of like for me kind of somewhat disappointing because like Martin Garrix not like one of those producers that like good songs. Like, but the thing is like it's with the features of other singers popularized his music.
Yeah.
But like no one knows his other stuff. That's what's going back with what you were saying about beat tracks, because like if you don't listen to their other music, like you really, it's like
You're really missing out.
the hits, but like like I guess if you want to be part of the real, like I don't want to say real fan base, but
I guess like to consider yourself as like their fandom.
yeah.
Like, you will like dive in.
Not like bagging on people like, oh, I only heard this song, so you're calling me a hate. No, I don't.
Yeah.
No,
like
like,
if that's
you
the
can
only song you
appreciate
know,
music.
like then like by all means, like But what I
You
am
appreciate
suggesting is just like listening to their other songs,
Like,
because
really
they have like tons of good songs.
Mhm.
So that's what I'm
Just
saying.
add,
Like underrated music.
talk about it.
It's just, I guess underrated music in general, like it's everybody's beat track,
Mhm.
not the single hits
Yeah,
like
the
you hear on the
B-side,
radio and like on Spotify's like top 40.
Yeah, those are B-sides. Yeah. Is there any new music you've been getting into? Like new releases you've been getting into, Bryant?
Not really. Just been re-listening to a bunch of stuff. Oh
Nice.
god.
K-pop.
I like how we're just trying to push like our K-pop like bolt to you, dude.
Yeah.
They're trying to
It's good
convert me,
music.
guys. Help.
You
Help.
should go
I
to
need
a
help.
concert with me.
Huh?
It's good music.
You guys should go to
Help.
a concert with me. Sing. Fun.
Yeah, was it? Yeah, was it new music wise for me was I mean that like been at least like a little recently that I've been getting to, like what was it? Yoongi from BTS like released a mixtape as August D with his mixtape D2, which is really good.
Mm-hmm.
Really cool one if you want something like really Korean hip hop based, and stuff. And like there's a lot of good collaborations in there too. Like collaborates with Namjoon, one of his members, and then there's actually a collab song with the artist Max. Do you know who that is? Yeah. He's like, he's a really popular singer in the U.S. I would say stuff. And like, yeah. Then what was it? I really like Twice's comeback is really good. A lot. And then yeah, their album's really good. And then Moonbyul from Mamamoo has released some new music too. That was really good. So yeah, I've been like listening to that a lot lately. New releases wise, and yeah.
I think for me, I'm just catching up.
You're just catching up.
I'm catching up. Because like I'm listening to
Oh, okay.
like well because I remember like I didn't even know about BTS's I'm Fine until like weeks ago. Like I love this song. Oh wait, that's one of their B tracks. Oh. I figured you would love this song. I was like, yeah, I do, but I never knew about it.
What B-side tracks have you been liking lately?
Forgot that one track.
From the Hope World mixtape.
Yeah, the Hope World.
Is it Airplane Part?
No, not Part 2.
No, Part 2. Part 2 is from Tier. Like Airplane Part 1 is in the mixtape. How many? Is it
Because I played it all together.
Baseline? Or Baseline?
They have different parts of airplanes.
They have was it so maybe just like one of their rappers Hostuck, also known as J-Hope, he had a mixtape and he had a song called Airplane on there. And then in BTS's album Tier later on they had a continuation song called Airplane Part 2. Yeah. I always really like how they do that sometimes where they do continuations, you know? Yeah.
I just not only really... that, like those songs, like you know, songs in general.
Yeah.
Everybody knows Airplane.
No.
Song from B.O.B.
Oh yeah.
In Part 2.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember that. I remember that back then.
That was a long time ago.
So,
yeah,
that was 10 years ago. Jesus Christ. Guys, we're getting old. What was it? That's like Bruno Mars's what was this one song called? No, it was Babiileuu song too. What was it? Nothing on You? Yeah, Babiileuu song Nothing on You with Bruno Mars.
Oh yeah.
That's technically considered a throwback now.
Yeah.
Stop.
I remember saying
you know what else is a throwback?
Oh God, I'm like, man,
stop.
This was a long time ago.
You know what else is a throwback?
What?
Am I gonna give you
that song will never get old. No, that song will never get old.
You know what's funny? I remember hating that song so much because of the whole Rickroll thing.
Yeah.
I always thought those were funny, and I always liked how people.
Yeah, no, but I hated it because, like, you know, it's like the whole that's like first generation of clickbait.
Yeah, like whenever somebody said, like, "Oh, this new movie that everybody's talking about just released a trailer," click on it. Boom.
Yep. I'm gonna give you up, I'm gonna let you down.
That song is old. Jesus Christ.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
We're
Bryant's dead.
old.
We're so old. We're the youngest. What are you talking about?
Isn't Lewis
Wait,
the youngest?
Wait, what?
No. I'm not the
Wait, out of
youngest.
the 5 of us here?
Wait, no. Lewis,
Yeah,
you're the youngest.
It's Lewis.
Yeah. At least out of the 5 of us here.
Nice one.
Oh, okay. Hold on, let me block Lewis
Nice
out.
one.
Let me block Lewis out. Bryant, you're the youngest.
Oh my gosh. No, like in post, like just like block like my video feed.
Oh my god. That's funny. Alright. We're approaching an hour 30, guys. Wrap it up.
I think so.
Yeah,
Yeah,
wrap it up.
sounds good.
Sounds pretty.
Wrap it up.
Wrap it up. Alrighty, guys. So everybody, thank you for stopping by. Thank you for watching podcast. If you guys
Watching
like
or
this kind
listening.
of content and you want to hear more, just help me out.
Like, subscribe, comment to the video if you're watching this on YouTube, or you could also stop by on SoundCloud to listen to it if you just want to listen to audio only. And yeah.
And
thank
if you want to
for,
see, our other content, like some of us also have our own YouTube channels as well. And
And that'll be down in the description below if you
down in
need
the
to find it.
description, or you could probably find it if you're on SoundCloud.
But you're a nerd, so I know you guys were.
I don't know, if you're on SoundCloud, I don't even know if you get link anything or in the description or anything on SoundCloud. So I don't know, maybe just stop by the YouTube and find it. And now should we
They'll find it somehow.
They'll find it somehow.
Should we just plug our stuff right now?
I mean, you can't plug it. Why not?
Yeah.
Nah, I'll put it in the description.
Yeah.
All right. But yeah,
You can find it there. You can find it more information on the channel. It's the internet. You can find a lot of things pretty easily now.
yeah. But yeah, I am CJ.
How are you doing?
I'm Bryant.
I'm Lewis.
I'm Mike.
Susan.
And until next time, guys, we'll see you guys in the other world. Bye bye.